Hello, hello, Aries. This is Miss Joan, Miss Jones Tarot on the Hill. And as promised, there were changes, right? So this is cool, right? I'm having a good time with it. Shorter hair, no glasses. It's nice to see you too. And yes, I'm having fun. So let's see what's going on here. I'm going to go ahead and shuffle these cards for you, Aries, and we're going to, in fact, program them for you and get them ready to go for the monthly overview for July. Can you tell? So here we are. Let's do this. So these ones I'm going to set aside for a minute, and I'm going to go ahead and program these ones for the first week of July, being the 3rd through the 9th. And we'll be able to get ready to do that reading at the end of this one. There will only be 4 columns because there's only going to be 4 weeks. Super quick, right? It's going to be a quick month. So let's get prepared. See what's coming. Excellent. So we'll set these aside and we'll get into this deck. I'll set them right there. We'll get into this deck right now and lay them out for the overview. As usual, all the cards will face me. It doesn't change the meaning of the card. It just means I don't read them upside down. So if these readings suit you and you enjoy them, go ahead and hit the like button below and or share them with a friend or foe. I'm fine with either one. Please go ahead and mention them in your own social media. I would be fine with that. Thank you very much. If this is like something like your go-to, go for it. I appreciate that very much. Okay, and here we have the 4 weeks laid out. Of course, the first row is where we're at. Second row is what's blocking us, and the third is our solution. Let's look at it and see what's going on. The Page of Pentacles has shown up, Aries, to say that the first week of July 3rd through the 9th is going to be, you're going to be getting more information about ways to make money, and that's going to be very important and interesting for you. Might be a new way as well. Knight of Pentacles is showing up as an area where you're blocked, and that is that you're not really going to be able to fight over the worth and value in this moment. It is going to be what it is. It's going to be a flat rate situation where you cannot fight about the money per se. So what they offer is what they offer, and that's all there is. So sort of either getting used to that and being okay with it, or deciding that you don't want to play, and that's okay too. So decide what you want and then figure out what you're going to do. All right. And of course, our solution is talking about how you do have some big financial plans in the background of your life. So it's important for you to pay attention to where this is all going to play. Okay. And see what it will do for you. All right. So that's interesting. It's an interesting week. We're going to go in depth at the end of this reading, so don't get too bogged down with what I've said yet. I'll add more information at the end and we'll figure it out. Okay, cool. The next week over, being the 10th through the 16th, we have the 9 of Swords telling us that we have a situation where we're actually feeling a little bit stuck, a little bit powerless, a little bit frustrated. Interesting to know that. It feels like it's stemming from 2 different options that are leaving you frustrated. So interesting. We'll keep an eye on that. An area where you're blocked right here is talking about keeping things fair. You want it to be fair. You want it to be fair for you, but you want it to be fair for someone else too. So it's important to know that and pay attention to that truth. we were raised, I was raised on the old adage that life just isn't fair. So that may still be the case in this situation. And I want you to just sort of own that and understand that and let it be something that rolls around in the back of your mind. And if it's not fair for you either, then that's kind of fair, right? So it's interesting and weird, right? Okay. But our solution, of course, is the world. And the world here is telling me that that's cool. You're going to complete something. Something is going to become finished for you, and you're going to be like willing and able to close the book on it and set it aside. And that will be a freedom for you, actually, when you finish what you're getting into. Because what's funny, along with finishing something, you're starting something. So boom, boom, right? So fast, so fast. Because that's interesting. You're finishing and you're beginning. So that's what's going on that week, the wonderful week of the 10th through the 16th. Now we're looking at July 17th through the 23rd. And we have Two of Cups. So it might be a relationship you're ending over here so that you can begin a new one. Interesting. The plot thickens, okay? Don't be upset about it. Don't overthink it. Just let it be something that's interesting and going on for you right now, all right? And the Hierophant has shown up as an area where you're blocked, so that you're not manifesting your faith right now. You're not sitting in faith. You're probably sitting in a little bit of fear or a little bit of, I don't know. Relationships bring up a whole set of other feelings and crazy stuff inside, so that we're not actually worried about our faith at all sometimes. And that might be an interesting point of reference for you to pay attention to it and understand why you're not making sure that your faith is being acknowledged or appreciated in the moment of this potential relationship. I will say that I think that your faith may be important in this situation. It may block the relationship. So pay attention to that too. We have the Five of Swords. Down here is your solution, which is you pulling out all the stops and taking your power back and saying, wait, no, we're not doing that. We're not going to do it that way at all. We're going to do it my way, and that's it. So the my way or the highway method is interesting, and it tends to put you on the outs in general. So just sort of keep that in mind as you're pushing your methods and your ideas out there. It's a lonely road when it's your way or the highway. So, because you too are on a road and you will be on it by yourself if you're not careful. So just get through, okay? And of course we have the final week of July being the 24th through the 30th. And we are looking at the Five of Cups as where we're starting. And it's carrying the energy of remembering old friends and family or relationships, remembering your old relationships, and not paying attention to what's right there presenting. You have some potential people standing around, looking around and thinking about you, and you're not paying attention. So that's interesting. Maybe it's time to get a little more open, eh? And when you do, the area where you're blocked shows the Seven of Cups, meaning that you have many options on hand. Suddenly, the world is wide open. So, super fun. Once you open the door to possibilities, for real, there will be a lot of options, and that's kind of fun. Nothing wrong with a smorgasbord option, right? Okay, so look at that, but don't get crazy with it. Don't get lost in the options, all right? And of course, this is the solution is the Three of Wands, remembering where you came from and what you've learned from where you came from. Maybe the thing that you have, the many options you have on tap are very similar to the thing that you ended back here. And because of that, you're like, I've already done that. I want to try something new. So this would be a very Aries moment, wouldn't it? To want to try something new and interesting. So try something new and interesting, huh? Give it a shot. See what happens. See what's going on. I'm I'm going to go ahead and save these cards right over here as per usual. And we will get into the in-depth reading right away on this deck here. All right. So we've already shuffled and done all those good things. We programmed them. I'm just going to go ahead and lay out these cards right here. All right. Orientation's making me nuts. There. That's more orientated. Like that. Where are you going? Hey, got to keep an eye on me. So, let's just see what's going on here. The in-depth look for you, Aries, at this wonderful time of July, 3rd through the 9th. We were talking about information about new ways to make money. There's the Ace of Cups, meaning that this is going to be something that you really like, and it's going to be really fun. It will fill your heart with joy, and it's wonderful news. And it will also, it's part of something you've been wishing for, okay? Because this is the 9 of Cups saying that your wishes are being fulfilled. Everything you've been putting out there into the universe is coming in. And that's some good stuff, okay? So really good stuff going on. This first week of July is awesome. Perfect. We have the Knight of Pentacles showing up here, telling you that we said that you weren't going to be able to fight over what your worth was in this moment. Never stopped you from trying. But here it is. We're looking at it, and we can see that you're feeling a little stuck. This is the 8 of Swords here, telling you that you're feeling a little stuck. You're not feeling quite able to push your boundaries in this situation. Maybe you're so new that you're not feeling comfortable saying, I'm going to need a little bit more to hang out here. There is a partnership at play. So you have some things going on that are making you think you want to fight about the money, and you want to take some power in this situation. So that, very typical Aries moments. Okay, you want to be appreciated, you want to be paid right, you want to take care of your power, and but this one's going to confuse you and make it more confusing for you, because there's a potential relationship-y thing, like somebody's caught your eye, and or you've caught somebody else's eye, and there's some flirty thing that's adding a little element of juice to this situation, and there's nothing wrong with all that, but just know that it can confuse the situation some more and make it more of a blockage than hey, this is a job, this is the job I wanted, maybe I'm not getting the money out of it I want, maybe I'm not getting the power I wanted, but it's the job. And if you look at it from a new angle, as we're looking at with the 8 of Swords here, is telling you, hey, when you're feeling stuck, look at it from a new point of view. Because what's funny about this situation is when you get what you want in this situation, you can actually turn it around so that you can actually do more than one thing that you wanted to do. So, that's cool, right? You actually have more time to do the other things you want to do, and it could be super ideal. So, keep that in mind while you're looking at it, and know that, yes, the solution is that there's some plotting and planning you can do with your finances so that you don't break the bank on yourself, you don't overdo it. Maybe you got to tighten your belt up a little bit, not spend so much. Yeah, you want to do that. You like spending. So pay attention to that little situation and know it. It's okay. But the Page of Swords is saying that there will be more information coming as part of your solution that is going to be helping you see and understand where, it's going to help you understand your power a little bit better right here. You will have a little bit more power coming to you, a little more responsibility somehow. It's going to be okay. Things will smooth out when you say, hey, I'm here and I'm able and I'm willing to take on more responsibility. Let's do this. It might work for you, okay? And the Hierophant has shown up to say that it's really important for you to start manifesting your physical understanding of your faith in your life right now, because all of this is a lot of hands-on-y stuff. Ain't nothing wrong with making your faith hands-on-y. Okay? So burn candles, sage, whatever you want to do. Go to church, go to temple. Whatever makes it more physical for you is what you need to do. If you're like me, you want to like work the altar and get on with it. So do your thing, figure it out, and we'll talk again next week about the 10th through the 16th. Okay? Thank you.